Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for the evening of June the 17th. Yes, one of those days. June the 17th. Hang on a second here. I am losing my voice and I apologize. Hopefully I'll make it through the evening. And I'm attempting to get some hull damage on this ship, and this hull does not like to take damage. Oh, shoot. It's a moopsie.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. You are very quiet.
You've already watched Strange New Worlds, right?
Historically, yes.
Oh.
Has it started already?
Well, it says today is when they're airing the new episodes.
No, really? I thought it was like the 20th. Hang on.
I just looked on Google and it said 17th, episodes 1 and 2. I type in Strange New World season 3, and oh, never mind. Next month. It says 17th of July.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was July, and then I thought it was like the 20th and not the 17th. But okay, I intend to spend time post quilt, or maybe actually while I'm doing the quilt this week, of catching up with it.
Why catch up with it? It's not that.
Well, because when I was watching it, the last time it was on was what, a year and a half, 2 years ago? When was the last episode on? It's been a while.
Yeah, I know. Like, it seems forever ago.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember is I saw Klingons singing like a boy band, and I just face palmed so hard. Like, how could they miss the obvious? How could they drop the ball and not have the Klingons do death metal?
Oh yeah, no, Klingons doing death metal. Absolutely. That's a given. Okay, premiered May 5th, 2022. So I watched that season. I think we got the last episode while we were in... No, it was before we did Vegas, so got that whole season in. Season 2... Let's see... Come on, don't be so difficult here.
So, have you heard about Thornburg Media, the streamer?
I can barely hear you, Musin. Could you either talk up? I've got you turned up all the way, and I still am just barely hearing you.
I can't go higher. Let me see if it's my sound device again. No?
Okay, well, I've got you cranked up on my side in my headset, so maybe it's just my headset.
I have no idea why this is.
I have no idea either. So, no, I've heard nothing about Thornburg Media. Bring me up to speed.
Okay, well, he streams during the day.
Yeah.
Obviously. He made a comment about on the Star Trek Twitter about story being lackluster.
Yeah.
Somebody obviously took offense. And I do so hope this person got the well-deserved ban for telling Thornburg Media to go play Russian roulette with a fully loaded.
Oh yeah, no, that is a massive no. Somebody from what site told him that, or just somebody else who was in chat?
Somebody else on the Twitter.
Oh yeah, no, you go.
Responded to him. Yeah.
That's a perma-ban in my opinion.
Yeah, that should be a perma ban when you tell somebody to do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Nope.
Like, but he was dealing with that this morning.
Oh, poor guy.
He needs a mental health day and just to go take a weekend and go fishing or something, because the man is stressed out. So stressed out.
Should never get stressed out over a game.
There's more than just a game going on in his life.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
That's why I say he needs a weekend.
He needs a weekend off, yeah.
And just no other responsibilities.
Yeah, I need to go chillax, my person. I had a kind of bizarre day in the awkward, unrelaxed way of I have an invitation to one of my students' college graduation parties in sometime next month. And I said, thanks, I'll be there. That sounds great. And they said, oh, well, bring your son and your husband with.
Oh, they
Kind of.
didn't hear yet.
Pardon?
They didn't hear, of
They didn't hear.
course.
No. Yeah,
No,
that
like
was kind of awkward. It's like,
you, you know
uh,
when that's like awkward when it's like 5 years later and
what's
you meet somebody that you haven't spoken to for that long and they're
yeah.
like, say hi to your husband for me.
Every now and then somebody would be like, "Oh, can you bring your husband with?" I said, "Yes. Do you want one box or both of them?" Because he was a little too big to fit in the one box. And they're like,
Hmm.
uh, and then you go on to the, "You do know he passed away, right?" Oh, and then they immediately go, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that." I'm like, "It's okay. It's been a couple of years. We're okay."
Uh, yeah, that's one of those things where I'm like, no, actually, sorry, can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like somebody asked me about my dad, like was January or February, and
Hmm.
I just looked at them and like, he passed away during the lockdown, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they don't
People,
know.
yeah, they don't know. And I hit. Well, was I still living there? No, I was going back and forth, but my school had been closed for 2 years at that point. When did he pass away? 2023. My school had been closed for almost 3 years at that point. We closed down at the beginning of COVID because we worked in a gym and gyms didn't survive COVID, so the school didn't survive COVID. And then I had absolutely no desire to start up the school again post COVID.
No, I can understand that.
Yeah, it was a good excuse to stop.
Mhm.
And how are you, Mar Hawkman?
Oh, I'm okay.
That's good. So for Defend Rio Station, I grabbed four of my different tunes from different accounts, teamed them up, and did it as a private queue, which allowed everybody to go out there and get a fair measure of pew pew in. But I did it on easy mode, so it actually works great. So if you need to do a bunch of them, you can run that one on easy.
Hmm. Well, I actually did the thing where I just like go to queue it for multiple different difficulties,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as I clicked the button to queue for it on easy mode, it insta popped.
Oh, yeah, no, I had it queued up for like 10 minutes and it wasn't popping. And I'm like, I'll leave it here on the main account so we can do that today. But on the other ones, no, no, that was not happening.
Mhm.
Speaking of, Musin, do you need to do Rio Station?
Technically, yes.
Rachel's out there. Rachel, do you need to do Rio Station?
I mean, I'll log in to help people with it,
Oh,
but
well, if you
like,
want to.
no, but it's like, yeah, technically I need to do my endeavors.
I mean, there's so many new Endeavor perks to get now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just the thing. I'm only at like
Well,
140.
you've got a bunch to get then. Lucky you.
Uh, I I I am actually not so happy that they increased the Endeavor thing. And like, okay, part of me gets it when they say we don't want it to be bought out instantly because we want people to work at it and have engagement with the game.
Yeah.
And that is fine. But
Mm-hmm.
1,250 Endeavor points
Well,
is many years of Endeavor points.
they're
Well,
being optimistic. Let's just go that way. They're being super
uh,
optimistic.
see, what you're forgetting is that the
A
system
decade.
is meant to require years of effort
Yeah.
to cap out.
It
And also, the game is fully playable even if you have zero Endeavor points.
Yeah.
no,
So,
but Can can I point out that with the reputations, we can buy them out to tier 5, and we
Mm-hmm.
still have to do that last little bit
Yeah.
ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So could they could have added a partial buyout so that new people don't have to do the full 10-year Endeavor grind on a
I
game
would.
that's already 15 years old?
Boy, think about the cost that would have to be. That hollow says don't buy out. Yeah, it depends on who you are and what you're doing.
Oh yeah, no, I would buy it out just because.
I think he's talking reputation. Speaking of, did I ever finish this one?
Oh yeah, it's like way too expensive
Yeah.
for buying out reputations.
Yeah.
I don't know how they came up with that amount, but it's ridiculous.
It's just tedious. You do it a little bit every day. Click, 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 and you're done.
Well, for the price you're paying to get one,
What is it? I had.
uh,
Oh, I don't know. I can't buy them out anymore.
for the price that it costs to buy one out, and it's like I think 3,000 Zen or
I'm
something.
not. Well,
Uh,
okay, that's not horrible. But then you
That
multiply
is
it by
30
10.
bucks for one reputation. There's what, 13?
Is it 13? I thought it was only 10.
10.
Yeah.
So that's 300
Yeah, it's
bucks
300
to
bucks.
buy
I'm
out
not doing
the
it. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not doing it.
like the price that they're charging for one reputation to be maxed out. For that price, I'd much rather see them like fill out every reputation to 4 instead of, to 5.
Well,
With
if
like the
isn't it
one-time
if you've
version.
got a tune who's already gotten all the way up to 5 or beyond, you get it at an accelerated rate anyway?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get double progression.
Right. So yeah, no.
Yeah, but like I just have an issue with the fact that we have to individually buy out the reputations. It should just be a buyout button that you pay and like all the reputations
This
get.
sounds like your criticism is I don't like it and not anything.
No, my criticism is they're being too greedy.
No, they'd be the same amount of greedy. But honestly, if I had to go through these and buy them out, I would not be buying out Gamma. I probably wouldn't buy out New Romulus. I probably wouldn't buy out New Kara. I would.
No, there's only 2 that you actually need to focus on.
Discovery.
And Discovery,
Mhm.
and you only need tier 3 of competitive for
Right.
that engine. At that point, you'll have the items to make a build,
Right.
and then you can earn the marks for the rest on the go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Potentially, you might want to buy out Terran Rep if you're going with cannon scatter.
Yeah, there's a
volley,
few
and
things there.
Terran cannons, but other than that, no, not really.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
I mean,
There's actually several
biomolecular-
different rep gear items that I actually personally consider to be really useful. Essential for making a build, nah, but useful to have.
Yeah, like
And
it
The,
used to
the
be.
Delta rep and temporal rep kit modules for ground, those are actually really good.
Eh,
I kind of was going
I
there.
mean-
I mean, I'm happy with what you can get out of the Rh'ihho ones, and go from there.
But also it's like those kit module things don't require you to get to tier 5, so
Right, right.
Yeah.
So for the low levels, if you've got one there, let's say you're going to play on multiple tunes, none of them have done reputation, it might be worth it to buy it out for your primary tune just so that all the others get the accelerated speed on it. But I sure as heck wouldn't buy it out for all of my tunes.
Oh. Well,
It's
I
just-
missed Friday.
What was Friday?
Hearts and Minds.
Yes, it ran through today, actually.
yeah, they had it for open the entire like 3 or 4 day weekend.
So I slowly am building my all Cybok clone crew on my main accounts.
I just realized.
Yeah, I checked and verified today that I have approximately 2 of those guys for every character I have.
Oh, at least, yeah. Let's see. The next Friday, the 13th, is. Wow. February of 2026. So we'll get it. No, we probably won't get it for Halloween, but we won't get another Cybok till 2026. And then we get 2 in a row because it's February and March.
Oh.
And then is there another one during the course of the year? And then the next one is in November. So we get 3 next year. Well,
Okay, so I just looked and 8472 Counter Command has the kit modules
Yeah,
at
it
tier
does.
3.
yeah.
Those kit modules I actually find to be completely pointless.
No. No, no,
They,
no.
they're modified versions of standard kit modules that have an anti-undine effect on them, and when used against non-Undine, they're actually worse than the base kit module most of the time.
But the 8472 has got. Doesn't it have the 3-piece with the run modifier?
Okay, no, I'm talking about the kit module specifically.
Okay.
Like the nanite medical generator,
Oh no.
which
No.
while you're standing in the field, it gives you like a psionic damage resist and poison damage resist.
Well, that's
in addition to what they normally do, and
but that's
it
also
actually
in
has a lower healing value.
It's also in the exo armor in itself. You don't have to get any modules.
Again, though, that's what I was saying. Though, is that the module is not very useful.
Nope.
Biomolecular photon grenade is the most interesting of the three, and it's not very good. Okay, Delta Alliance. Tier 3, Delta Alliance. Now, the kit modules for this one are interesting because they're all neutronic radiation themed.
Mm-hmm.
All of them are also things that have an AoE blast effect.
Which I don't like particularly, but that's me.
And the neutronic modifier, it actually just increases the blast area. It doesn't actually have a downside to it the way that the 8472 kits did. It just makes the blast radius bigger, and that's a bit about all the change it has. I honestly like them. Do I use them often? No, but I do think they're worth having. Because neutronic radiation is a variant of hyperonic radiation, but having the AoE be bigger actually makes a huge difference in how effective neutronic radiation is. Because you target one enemy and you hit several more enemies than you would be able to otherwise.
Yeah, but because it's cone shaped, the effect, the further you go out with the core, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
It's one of those things where it's a targeted AoE.
On which weapon?
You choose a target, and anyone within a few feet of the target gets hit too.
Marhawkman, on what weapon?
We're talking about the neutronic radiation kit module.
Oh. Are we talking from the store, or are we talking from Reputation itself?
Delta Alliance Reputation.
Okay.
It's a science kit module that is a modified version of hyperonic radiation, which is one of the standard kit modules that you can just buy at the store.
Hey, can you share that in chat so I can take a look at it? Any chance? If you've got it.
I'm on a tactical character at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't buy the science one on a tactical character, but you can, if you're on a science character, you can actually look in the list of projects you can run, like select active project and the Delta Alliance ground gear. You can read the tooltip of it.
Well, I'm not a side tune either.
It doesn't actually tell you how large the AoE is in the tooltip, though.
Yeah.
But you can use this to compare the damage values, at least. Oh, also, another thing is that hitting an enemy with the neutronic grenade reduces the enemy's ability to deal energy damage to you. If they live, anyways.
You know how in none of the episodes of Star Trek, radiation is actually like, I don't know, effective? One inoculation and they're done. And
yeah.
They're perfectly fine.
We actually do have consumables in Star Trek Online that give you massive radiation resistance.
Yeah. Except, there was one time radiation was super effective.
And that is?
Rafcon.
I mean, there's the scale of the radiation that also needs to be taken into account.
Yeah, okay,
a lot of the radiation stuff is just like, oh, there's a little bit of radiation.
Here,
that might make you sick if you stay here for 5 days.
Have an inoculation, you'll be fine. And then there was Spock.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right, let's do some pew pew.
sure. Oh yeah, Iconian resistance also has some that are really fun. That's where you get the photonic barrier generator, which is a engineering kit module that it gives you temporary hit points, which is a fundamentally different concept from healing. And yeah, that is something that is really useful for shrugging off enemy attacks.
There you go, Mom.
Thank you.
Oh, that one
Right.
actually does say also damages all enemies within 10 meters of target.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. R&D. I can make a radiation kit module in R&D.
Thank you, Musin.
No problem.
Hyperonic radiation. Okay.
I mean, I have plenty of like marks and
Oh yeah.
modules
Yep.
and things. Yeah, I
Yippity
got
yip, yip,
plenty
yip.
of ink power cells stacked.
Okay, so looking at the tooltip for a Mark II purple hyperonic radiation, that one says that it's a 5-meter AoE instead of 10. Which, yeah, that's a huge change to the AoE radius.
I just made this to throw it in the trash. Yeah, just a little bit of dilithium and a couple of marks and power cells and some EC. It's fine. Can go right into the trash. 'Cause I'm never gonna use it.
Well, you're not going to use neutronic radiation?
No,
Tis niche.
I have other things I do. Neutronic radiation is a completely different damage type and kind of breaks my debuff that I do on ground.
Mm.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't belong in my rotation.
They did actually make some things that give you a bonus to using radiation-based attacks, and that's probably one of the best of the game. That's
There
not
are
saying a whole lot due to just how
yeah.
small the number of radiation damage options is, but still,
Drunken Heretic, good evening. He's the strongest.
Technically, my debuff will work for the radiation, but then I'd have to replace everything I have with radiation damage.
Wait, you don't have to replace everything with it.
Yes, I do.
I have no idea what your build is, so I don't really know what you're talking about. So,
Drunken Heretic, would you like to join us for some pew pew?
I'm talking about me debuffing using that. So whatever damage type I choose, that's the damage type.
Sure. Let me log in.
Sounds great.
yeah, I can barely hear you, Mucin. So half of
Yeah.
what you just said, I just couldn't hear at all.
That's what I said
Okay, well,
earlier.
I'm not gonna start screaming into my microphone, and
Why
I don't know
not?
why people can't hear me.
We can hear you, but you are faint compared to everybody else.
I
never-
let me put it out there. Can you guys out there hear him? Or maybe because I'm listening over Discord and not
I can
over
hear him
Twitch.
okay.
You can hear him okay. Okay.
like I don't know what it is. Like it just turned me down on its own, and like I actually turned my microphone up to be even more sensitive than it ever was. So
I mean, computers like to change their own settings
Yes, they
for
do.
stupid reasons. So that doesn't
but
surprise
I've
me.
gone over all of them, and everything is set to the same thing. And
I have
should
to
be
reset my
coming in
mics like
louder.
once a week.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, no, but I looked when I got in here. There's nothing that is set wrong.
Hmm. Anyway, going back to the kit modules thing. Temporal Defense Initiative, the reason why I like that one is that none of those is actually a variant module. All of them is something that's actually a unique new option that you can't do with the regular kits.
Okay, so that
Like the tactical one is a torpedo spread module, which, okay, functionally it's kind of like a grenade, except that it's faster than a grenade and it's still an AoE. Anti-time entanglement field is that weird glowy thing that creates ghostly outlines of the enemies you're killing with it.
Mm-hmm.
And bioharmonic emitter is one of the best heals in the game, and it's one of the few engineer abilities that is a HP heal that doesn't come from a turret.
Oh.
Really fun because you can heal people on the other side of the map with it.
So is it coming in clearer now?
Yeah, it is. At least it is for
Clearer,
me.
yes. Louder, not so much.
But it is definitely clearer. I did crank up the volume on my side, though, too.
Okay. Interesting.
The Lucari kit modules are actually pretty hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like, the grenade is like, oh, you added electrical damage to a grenade. That's a thing that exists. I think I actually have it on one of my characters. No, not that one. Nope.
All right. How is it coming in now?
For me, that's better yet.
Yeah, I'm disabling devices, but like it should be coming in loud and clear.
It's fine. It's not loud and clear, but it is fine compared to what it was. I'm going to create some ambient back noise. I'll be right back.
Huh. That's interesting. Test my audio processing default communications. Right. Da. I hope this is getting better, but no. It is saying that my volume is 15, which isn't a lot, but like I got everything turned up to 100.
'Tis summer, and I don't believe in air conditioning, so I had to go find a fan and put it on.
Yeah, I could not survive in Florida without air conditioning.
Oh, God, no, not in Florida. But this is Indiana. I'll probably have 2 days this year that'll get hot enough for me to want to turn on the airco. The rest of the time, fans. They give you ceiling fans. I'm having a ceiling fan put in this office specifically to make it more comfortable sitting here in front of the computer.
You know, competitive war games reputation has some of the weirdest kit modules of any of the reputations.
I have
Like,
never
it
done
actually has a
anything
science
competitive.
It actually has a science kit module that's basically a collection of turrets that you place on the ground to create barriers that where if an enemy touches the barrier, they get electrocuted.
That sounds like fun. I can think of a
It's
few uses
not
for that one.
great because of the fact that the pylons you place slowly break themselves, so that you have to replace them periodically just to keep them from self-destructing.
That's not the worst thing we've ever had.
Okay, did my
And
voice-
also is that you have to force enemies to touch them most of the time. Enemies are not going to just like walk into it because they feel like it. Although in cases where enemies are scripted to walk along a certain path, you can just place it blocking the path and then they'll walk into it. But yeah, it's not something I personally consider to be all
Okay.
that great.
How is it now?
It was better. It's down a little bit.
It's down?
Yeah, see,
Ow.
so when you're talking, your voice goes up and down quite a bit. So just then when you said it's down, definitely came back up to the right volume and then it popped back out. So your microphone is being more and less sensitive as it's going through things, which is not the first time I've heard that happen, but
What is your microphone position? Like, is it close to
Like-
your mouth?
It's right overhead.
Mhm.
Like it's slightly above where my webcam is.
Interesting.
It's on a
Might be that
mic
it's too
arm
far
and
away from
everything.
you.
So it's not far away. It's actually sitting like right above my head. And I'm not that
I mean,
far away
the
from the
microphone that I'm currently using doesn't like being more than 6 inches away from my mouth.
No, but like it's always been at this position, so I have no idea.
Well,
I mean,
Taz has been running through issues of mic problems, and just this morning, or yesterday morning, it was suddenly fine again after months of being so
Yeah.
quiet we can barely hear him.
But
okay.
the whole thing of like knowing what all of the stupid software settings are, like you don't know which software got updated and had the settings broken. Massive
Yeah.
Okay.
So true that.
Yeah, well, I don't know what I can do to make this any different.
Wait, you're good at the moment. We're just gonna run with it. Do you guys want to do Rio Station first or something else?
Whatever.
Let's get Rio Station done. The obvious question: Elite.
Sure.
I can do Elite.
Yeah, it's not harder on Elite, but it is faster. Oh,
Wee-woo.
wee-woo.
Mhm.
Well, that was quick.
Oh, right, that's a ground thing.
Yeah, it's a ground
Too late,
thing.
you're already here.
Wahahahahahaha. Do I have that? I do have a flashlight already.
Yeah,
I mean, I honestly don't find myself needing flashlights in this mission.
No, I just like to have one on each tune. Just so I've got one on each tune. What have we got for a weapon here? Plasma machine guns, okay. I'll go plasma.
Oh yeah, actually, if you wanted to see what the blast radius of the neutronic grenade is, this character is actually using it.
Yeah, I'm using resistance is futile, which is a great debuff. Especially if you've got like a singular damage type that you're pushing out.
Yeah.
As long as that damage type isn't like physical, kinetic.
Anyways. Here, Mom. Watch this. Okay, I thought I threw a grenade.
Watch this! Nothing happens.
I somehow managed to dodge roll at the same time as throwing a grenade on accident. And it put the grenade on cooldown.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, it's been doing that to me lately. It's the FU console. Somebody brought Badgie! Yay! Badgie!
I always bring back.
Badgie's so awesome.
Really, I really hate the stupid bring around the Rosie thing these Alachi technicians do. They're one of the few enemies in the game that's coded to run away from you.
Oh, did we lose this because we got a face hugger?
No, it's a failed optional, but it's one of those things where if it actually caused the mission to fail, would be insane.
My people aren't responding.
You,
Think the Alachi are back.
Oh yeah, this
Consider
cutscene
it
gets
done.
weird
Repair
sometimes.
I'm
Get out
surprised
there
people
and
still
stop them.
fall for the face hugging. Like, kind of obvious after a couple of times where they're hiding.
Yeah.
Here you go, Mom. Watch this. See, did you see the big purple explosion?
Yes. Yes, I did. I didn't need my eyeballs anymore. Thank you very much.
Well, I was just showing you what the radius is on the neutronic grenade explosion.
It's a nice explosion.
Polaron barrage.
That's one.
It's 3. Oop. Hey!
No. Oh wow! I forgot how large the blast radius on those was. It actually knocked me down too.
Am I lost? Yeah, there we go. Come on. Oh, there's a face hugger on the back of the engineer. That's really nice.
Yeah,
It's like the Hypnotoad all over again.
Joyous.
all glory to the Hypnotoad.
I need to speak with you in damage control.
Again?
Yeah, last sequence.
Yep.
Our
Has
power
3
problem is
phases.
No,
But
it's
there's
just
an
that he
illogical
needs to
force in
speak
main
to us in
engineering.
Yeah, because he doesn't have I don't know, his communicator doesn't
Take
work.
them out.
How is yours so bright? I have one dark black, like, area up here.
I don't know.
I'm looking at your screen and you got so much brightness there.
It's because I'm pretty.
No, not to steal the Alachi device because it self-destructs or something if we don't get it before we shoot the
Oh,
predator to
okay,
death.
well, go get it. Did you get it?
I'm working on it.
Okay, because we killed him.
Yes, I did capture it.
Yay!
Yay.
I got mail. Yay.
Yay! I'm glad you said that.
Do
Da, 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 da.
I got boxes.
Einar.
What did come on? What did it
Fun
get?
fact: the skidding saboteurs do not stop spawning just because the boss died.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Do I want to open these? Nah, I'll wait around. I will wait and do it another day. Oh, I'm almost over there, though. So I left some endeavors on this tune. So I'd have some ideas for TFOs, because I've got, like, ground Terrans and Tholian ships and some other fun stuff. Totally open for TFOs tonight.
Oh.
Oh,
Something's on sale that I'm like, oh, well, if I had known they would go on sale this week,
that's always that way.
I wouldn't have spent my last little bit of Zen.
I was chatting with Dante about, he's got some Zen, no, excuse me, he's got some dilithium, and he's thinking, do I get Zen? Because at this point it'll take months to get it. And I'm thinking, if I've got Zen, maybe I'll put it in, and it will be here in time for Christmas, which sounds terrible, but that's not unrealistic right now.
I heard that the current
that's really
backlog
good.
that takes about a month or two.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's about 90 days at the most. So, like,
3 months.
most people get it in, like, 45 days or so.
Don't think I've got
But,
anything still sitting there.
it depends, because some people, like, tend to retrieve all their dilithium and put the sale up again, and then they have to wait even longer.
Yeah, no.
Because it's a first come, first serve kind of deal.
Those guys should not be there. Oh, yes, they should. What am I saying? Yes, those should be there.
Hey, hands off the hologram.
You and you and you and you. Voila. Now I have space.
Sometimes I drop another $40 into the exchange, but I can't pay for everyone's dilithium to be exchanged to Zen. bit much.
Well, so I keep thinking I should win the lottery and just ruin the exchange by buying it all. Here, dump 40 million into the game.
It's 12 million Zen, so that's what, $12 million?
Yeah. About.
Oh, no, 1,000 Zen is $10. So
Okay, so drop
divided by that.
$120,000, I think then. No, 12
Yeah.
million.
$120,000, $130,000.
Easy
That's the
peasy.
hit.
Pocket change.
That's a hit that even Deca could decide to take.
If they wanted
Like,
to.
it won't
yeah.
make their shareholders happy, but
No.
it's a hit that the company can take without even, like, batting an eyelash.
Mm-hmm.
It's only, you know, like, for us, that's more than a year income.
Yeah.
For some people, that's like 4 years of income. But for that company,
Well,
Pocket
it's actually
change.
more than 12 million because remember there's all the smaller quantities in there as well.
well, yeah, but like,
Let's call it 13 million, though there's not that much sitting around. So yeah, $130,000 would do it.
yeah, if I was actually a millionaire, my last name was Trump or something, I would have bought that out. I'd be like, yeah, give me all the dilithium.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll go win the lottery. I won $4 on it last week. Woohoo!
Ooh,
So
that-
you're at a negative.
Of course I am.
Just 12,999,996 to go.
Something like that. Yeah, I think about playing the lottery and it's like, yeah, but it's a pain in the butt to go over to the place that you have to do it at, and nah. They don't make it convenient, which is for me a very good thing.
Lotteries in my country never get up as high as those in the U.S.
Well, they've
I
changed.
would love.
They have changed it here, so that there's one that's like $2 a ticket, but grows much more slowly. And I probably have that on an app. I do have it on an app.
Yeah,
So-
it's just that the lottery prizes over there are like 10 times the size of one over here.
Well, the Powerball, which is the $2 ticket, is $101 million. And the Mega Millions, which is a $5 ticket, is $280 million. But the reality is at $5 a ticket, people play less often.
See, we supposed to be happy with like 7 and to like maybe even 16 million.
Hey, that's not bad.
Well, one thing
no,
that I did years ago was mathing out how to do one of those. And the reality is that the only way that they can have the whole like Mega Millions thing actually give multiple millions as the payout is to make it so that the odds are so astronomically low that people have to buy like 1 million tickets before someone wins.
Right. Do we have a preference in TFOs? I'm going to cue something up here.
Okay. Well, I need 3 dreadnoughts destroyed and 1 board TFO.
Well, gee, I know how to take care of that one.
But Borg TFO,
Gee,
let's
I
see,
wonder which one.
infected ground would work.
No, he needs a dreadnought.
Yeah, I know.
We do Hive.
Yeah, we're doing
3.
Hive. It's cute.
Yeah.
Weeboo?
We will.
Weeboo. Now we're doing Borg Disconnected.
No, Taz isn't here. We're not doing Borg Disconnected.
That actually does have 3 dreadnoughts.
Yes,
to
it does
kill.
have 3 dreadnoughts to kill.
Yeah.
But so does Hive Onslaught.
Yep.
Good evening, Mr. Dave.
Much faster.
Hey, Mr. Dave, just so you know, I've been running your tunes through the universals because I'm having a fine week, thank you so much. Because, when you get back to playing it, you don't want to have to deal with that 1250 cap. I'll try and put a dent in it for you.
They increased that cap to 1,250 points.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
like
yeah.
10 years of like doing endeavors now.
Enjoy.
Yeah,
It gives you
I'm
stuff to do.
I don't blow them off quite as fast, but I do get them done faster.
It actually gave me a reason to stop ignoring the endeavors.
Yeah. I mean, if they looked fun, I'd do them, but otherwise, I'd be like, I got other accounts that need it.
Now I actually have a reason to want to earn endeavor points, because previously I was getting close to 500 and had maxed out most of the stuff I actually liked.
Yeah.
Did I just? Yeah, I did just see a Borg assimilator thingy cloak.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yep, you did.
Resistance is futile.
Okay then.
I do love the sound effects in this game. We did guillotine this morning. Got in there with 5 people. 1 person bailed immediately. Started going with 4. And suddenly it was getting harder and harder, and we realized that somebody else had bailed. We're down to 3. 30-some minutes later, got it done. It was not pretty. Well, that was fast.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, lots of ghost simulators with us.
Oh yeah, the oh right. The whole thing with the Vovid. You can use the Vovid console on other ships. And then you like to summon clones of yourself.
That's not done with the Volvin.
I thought the Voven was the fracture
Double
tunnel
kill.
thing.
Oh, I might be thinking of the wrong one.
Good old subnucleonic quick drop.
That form was fled.
Poor Borg Queen.
Weak.
She didn't even need to get subnuked. She was already dead.
Yep,
But I got her.
you did. She's an ex-queen.
I was waiting for the pop-up to appear that says that stop shooting to do it.
Yeah, no, she was gone before that happened.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun.
Well, that's a nice parse. Thank you, everyone. Let's see. Mar Hockman got an update for the season. And Dr. Eclipse has a full upload.
Oh, nice.
Yes. That was a new record.
Was that advanced? No,
Yeah, that was
that's
just
probably
advan-
why
That was advanced.
That was advanced, yeah.
figured.
And I
Ooh,
posted.
That stinks, but you guys did good. This is a ship that should do better. My ship should do
This is
better
a-
than that.
This is actually a character I haven't done space missions on recently enough to actually remember what I have the setup for on this one even.
Well, this one used to be my good one. I still got nothing on repair hull. Holy moly. Well, we weren't
So
on that
I'm
for very long.
actually flying that Promelian. You know, the one that was said wasn't so good, and
Oh, so, I think it's Chris who set it up as a tank and has been very happy with it.
oh yeah, it has a bunch of engineering slots and like it can bring command skills. But I set it up as an uncon boat
Okay.
with cannon scatter volley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's doing like nearly 300k on advance, and not a scratch on me. And they tried though. The Borg sure tried. Because I took 75% of the attack. So I was
Nice.
technically tanking for you guys.
Well, we appreciate it.
I'm just
I don't actually remember taking damage, so yeah.
Yeah, I know. I took 75% of all the attacks in, and was healing that off like it was nothing.
It just didn't seem like a really massive attack compared to sometimes when we're in there. Musin, you got anything you need to do, or more Hawkman, you got anything you need/want to do?
I had never seen an 18 destructible torpedoes, but apparently I need 18 of those.
You need them, or you got them?
No, I need them 18. I've got 6 so far, so I need 12 more.
Okie dokie.
Oh yeah, I did actually find something you could do for a demonstration of old content that players may not have ever learned existed. We will.
Wee woo. And that would
We got
be.
Enra.
Wait, this has destructible
Azure
torpedoes?
Nebula.
Yeah. It's got Romulans. Romulans have destructible torpedoes.
Oh, so I need to be.
We're not actually fighting Romulans, but
Okay, Tholians.
uh,
There are destructible torpedoes in this.
yeah, they're heavy thermionic torpedoes or targetable torpedoes. I'm trying to remember whether or not the web cage nodes actually count as destructible torpedoes or not, but
That is a good question.
I do know
Well-
that they count as Tholian ships.
They count as Tholian ships.
Find out what
Every
happens.
loss is critical for my people.
Oh dang it! I stop.
And the dog. Oh. Haha.
What?
I see 5 points.
Yep, there's a 5-pointer there. Good evening, ugly hogs. Crystalline Catastrophe has tons of torps because the shards count as torps. Good point.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
If we don't get them here, we'll go get them someplace else. You know what? I can just stay right here. I can just stay right here.
Before it collapses in on you.
Well,
Of course, Borgies have torps as well. They're destructible.
whatever
And
happened here counted.
pardon?
Whatever happened here for me saving the 5-pointer sure counted.
For your torps?
Well, I got 5.
Well, I apparently managed to get my Tholian ships done, so yay. That was not exciting.
Yeah. This is too easy.
It's a Graz playing Dune.
New readings on sensors.
How you doing, Graz?
Are on the way here.
Doing good.
Good.
Just
How's the
playing
game?
Dune.
Yeah, I saw that.
Good.
It's popping up on the screen that you're doing it. I was chatting with Taz. I'm gonna, once I get the quilt top done, which will be hopefully Sunday or Saturday, Friday, I will try out Dune Awakenings.
Dune Awakening.
The new Dune game, or the Awakening.
So, you are going to be playing it.
I am going to be playing it. Yes, because
Okay.
I like Dune.
Okay. Yeah, I assume you've read the books. Or at least
Oh,
the
but of
first
course,
one?
I.
Oh, this is
I still
weird.
don't know.
The Haypacks we're supposed to be rescuing somehow got pushed out of the position it's supposed to be in.
Oh, that's not good.
I did what now? Did I push that Haypacks out of the position? And I got my destructible torch.
Yep.
No,
Well, apparently, didn't get that pushed out.
I might have, like, done a thing.
Oh, Haypacks is the 3-pointer. Yeah, you guys weren't at the 3-point.
It just said a Hapax
No, I
was
was.
escaping.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm flying around.
So, Graz, how's the game?
Good.
Oh,
Good.
good.
It's. Have you
Yeah.
played Ark or Subnautica?
No.
Grounded. Any
I have played
survival
Subnautica.
game, Conan
Okay, so
Exile.
Dunes. In Subnautica, you're in water, but Dunes, you're in desert. But it's kind of very similar to Ark, and also Subnautica. More, somewhat more to Ark, because there's actual combat involved,
Okay.
and yes, there is PvP, but you don't need to actually go into
Wow.
the areas that are PvP.
It's very much allowing you to PvE build up yourself.
Yep.
Like any true endgame content is in PvP area, but by then you are supposed to be part of a house and everything, and not
Yeah.
standing there alone.
By the time that you get to that point, you're part of a guild, and you don't have to.
Yeah.
It's like you're most likely going to be geared up enough that when you go into the area, you are usually going with at least 3 or 4 more people that are friends with you, and what you're trying to do out there's one person is going to be going and doing that stuff, and 1 or 2 other people are going to be flying Overwatch. Yes, yeah, there are ground and air vehicles.
That makes sense.
Get yourself an ornithopter, be
Yes.
nice and fast and agile. You don't want to get shot down.
There's 3 different versions of the ornithopter.
Okay.
There's the
2
Scout,
4 and
which is
6 wings.
there's the Scout, which is the 4-wing version. It's probably going to be the fastest and most nimble, but at the same time, someone sneezes on it and it goes down. Has not happened to me yet. Then there's the assault ornithopter. It's pretty much the one that you think of as having missiles on it. Then you have the carry-on. Pretty much, it's the guy that the ground vehicle that's scooping up all the valuable spice melange. Is the one that comes in and picks that guy up.
Right.
Because honestly, there are sandworms out there big enough that you're going to
Yeah,
say,
they're big.
pretty much you're going to say, oh, bleep, that's big. It's like,
There's
ahead.
a thing though. Did you pre-order that game, Mom?
No.
Aww.
Why?
Well, everybody who pre-ordered it, no matter what edition,
Yeah.
would have gotten a little terrarium with a muad'Dib in it. Which is the only reason I contemplated pre-ordering it, but I was like, nah, nobody that I know is gonna play it.
Well, Taz is playing with some of his friends. I didn't know Graz was playing too. Was that me or was that you guys?
Well,
Could have been me.
But that's the reason why I haven't been in Star Trek much lately. I got Chandler Barron bought the deluxe edition. I bought the standard one. He's been playing it since the 5th, I've been playing it since the 10th.
Yeah.
I've had this is gonna be a concept. I've had real life going on lately, so
Yeah.
which I'm discovering I do not like my real life at the moment. There's way too much time spent in a car and getting beaten up.
I had like 2 friends who play these kinds of games with me, but they didn't get, Dune. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna pre-order it then either.
It's
So
one
I
of those
did
things
get it.
where I saw the movie and I'm like, whatever.
You have to read the books. That's all there is to
Yes.
it.
Please read the book.
At least read the first 2
Oh.
books. After the second one, so what is it? Dune and Dune Messiah, I think, are the first 2.
Yep.
I've seen the movie,
It's not the same.
seen the TV series, and I've seen the new movies. I have to say the new movies are doing a decently good job.
Yeah, but the story is so
It's never-
complex that everything can only tell part of the story.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that they're doing it as a trilogy
No.
instead of like
they-
a single movie.
The no, the book movies 1 and 2 were just of the first book,
I know.
and
I know.
movie 3's Doom Messiah,
Yeah.
which is book 2. To be
Yeah.
honest,
They're obviously not gonna do the entirety of the books
No,
for
no.
the first trilogy. But if the first trilogy does make enough money, you know that they're gonna like.
Well,
stick
financially, it's
something
done
on
quite
it.
well.
Yeah, like visually, I'm loving it. I'm loving the new version in its, attempt to adhere to the books more than any previous iteration.
Again,
They
they select
didn't-
parts of it.
yeah, in the most recent movies, the Harkonnens were portrayed as pale, bald. They're not. They have normal hair, and pretty much is I think the redheads as well,
Mm-hmm.
or
They are.
or at least
No,
Yeah.
they're primarily they're the gingers, yeah. But
Yeah.
if I remember right, in the movie versus the book has less about the Bene Gesserit than is in the movie. They do play it up quite a bit, whereas the book, and boy, I'm going to have to reach back here, dealt a lot more with the Emperor and his family than you see in any of the movies. Depending on
Yeah.
which edition or which version of the original Dune movie, they do touch on it a little bit there, but not a lot in one of the editions.
And one other thing that they did was I don't know if they race swapped it, but they gender swapped a character. In the book, Dr. Kynes is male.
Yeah.
Now, in the movie, they had Dr. Kynes as female.
Really?
Is that
Did I-
yes? In the most recent, in the part 1.
That is not so bad. I mean,
And they also they had Dr. Kynes die in the movie. Die by sandworm.
I am
Died by what?
In the first movie, the most recent movies,
Oh.
Dr. Kynes is killed by a sandworm.
Oh,
But
what?
in the books,
Right.
Dr. Kynes is killed by the Harkonnens.
Right.
They
Well-
took off his still suit.
Right, and put him out
dropped
in the
off
desert to die in his beloved desert.
Discount for the next
If I may.
3 minutes.
yeah.
If I remember right.
and-
Wasn't that in the TV show where they did
Yeah.
that?
yeah,
Boy,
the
the
miniseries.
The miniseries, yeah.
Yeah, the miniseries at least got that part right.
Yeah, I do like the miniseries. I liked it better than the original movie.
The
Yeah,
original
but-
movie was a movie.
The David Lynch.
The David Lynch one, yeah. It was a movie.
No, I'll say this: if you separate the two, and just have it just by name.
Mm-hmm.
The David Lynch movies is halfway decent movie, but if you're keeping them linked,
I've seen the Funny Hats Dune.
Funny Hats Dune?
Yeah, it was on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Oh, yeah, that's the miniseries Dune. Yeah.
Everybody wore funny hats.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of it in
Yeah.
those terms, but yeah,
Mm.
that's a good description.
Now, one thing someone told me a while back, and it's something I find rather interesting, is that he personally finds Dune a much more interesting setting when you look at it from a perspective where you're not looking at the main plot, because it's a setting where there's like entire solar systems that the main plot mentions they kind of sort of exist, and they're actually interesting places as they're described. It's just that the
Do they at
main
least have
plot
the
doesn't
laser
go
gun
there.
mechanics in this game?
second,
Do they have the laser gun mechanics? Like if you fire on a shielded target, you both blow up?
yeah, there are no laser guns in the game.
Oh, that's lame.
I know. Pretty much the reason why is they don't want to deal with that particular mechanic.
They do, however, have limited limited markings. So if you're in a 4-man team, you get to see who your 4-man team is. That's
Yep.
about it. Friendly fire exists in the PvP world.
Yep. Which means that if you go out to get spiced in the deep desert and you're just trying to mow down another group, and you happen to shoot a few darts in your friend's way and hit him, you do damage.
Yeah, you gotta have good aim and proper communication, because there might be friends out there in the desert, but you won't be able to tell that easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now here's the question: do they have the sound gun?
The sonic guns?
Yeah.
Are you talking about that stupid thing from the end of the old
Okay.
movie?
Do they have Sting and a thong?
Oh, no.
No.
Please, in the winged thong. You know, with the,
No.
that's-
You have to really, really say it loud and proud. Muad'Dib.
Yeah, no.
What was the name of that voice?
Gonna work.
What was the name of the voice gun? The weirding modules.
Yes.
Yeah.
The weirding modules. When will
Yeah,
we get the
they-
next update added to the console?
I still think that is great. You have to say it loud and proud. And the strongest word that they had for that thing was Muad'Dib, the name of the little mouse.
Yeah, but pretty much David Lynch thought that the weirding way, which is a have the Bene Gesserit martial arts, was going to be too mystics type for the average person.
See, and the new movies were just like, nah, we'll do martial arts.
So the whole concept of the voice, the ability to speak, was a Bene Gesserit thing that was not supposed to be taught to Paul. So obviously, from the game, if I understand it correctly, this predates Paul, correct?
No. This actually is an alternate timeline.
It's an alternate timeline. Okay.
Yeah, so in the Dune book, Jessica gives birth to a son.
Right.
In the game, she gives birth to a daughter. And she gets a few extra because she stayed loyal to the Bene Gesserit. She got some true-saying abilities. Thus, she was able to detect Dr. Yui as the traitor.
Oh,
Yeah,
before anything
interesting.
happened.
wasn't she supposed to originally give birth to a daughter?
Of course, yeah.
Because that daughter was supposed to give birth to the
Queen
actual.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But
I vaguely recall a line from the movies talking about how she chose
I'll
to
say
give
this: I'll
birth
play the
to a
game
son
if it has
instead of a
Sardaukar
daughter.
throat singing.
Say that
Like-
again.
I'll play the game if it has Sardaukar throat singing.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, I can get out my latest copy of The Who and we can put that in. It's good enough throat singing.
Well, one of the things I remember from the movie is that they made something. There's some line in the movie talking about how Paul's mother had chosen to have a son instead of choosing to have a
Right, the
daughter.
Lady Jessica was supposed to have a daughter who would be married to a Harkonnen, and the idea would be to have a marriage that would help cement peace between the two. This was
Yeah,
all part of the Bene
yeah.
Gesserit's plot to,
Yeah,
bring
but-
stability.
But Paul's
no.
mother did a personal grab for the throne.
Nope.
By having
She
a
did
son.
it because she loved the Duke.
Yes.
Yes, but also to have a Atreides like on the throne.
The Lady
That-
Jessica
that-
would
that-
never
that-
do
that-
that.
That was not part of what she wanted to do. She pretty much was in love with
Duke Leto.
Leto.
Yeah.
It makes
And
more
so-
sense though that they're doing a purpose grab for the throne.
Well, the problem with doing a purpose grab for the throne is the Bene Gesserit had years of intense training on her. In fact, all of the women who were married out. So having some level of subterfuge beneath the surface isn't something that would be beyond the Reverend Mother's ability to suss them out. I don't think they could have gotten away with it. At least, no. Do they have the Reverend Mother in this?
I think they did, yeah.
Well, I know she's
Yeah,
in the
in the-
movies, but in the
In
game,
the game, yeah, in the game there is. I don't know if it's the Reverend Mother that you're thinking of, but there is a Reverend Mother.
well, remember there's
Yeah.
several Reverend Mothers even in the movie, so it depends.
Yeah. There is pretty much during the character creation, you actually get to meet one.
Hey, Ugly Hogs, those sandworms are in this game too. Let's
Yep.
not kid ourselves. This is a direct steal.
Our sandworms are a different scale.
Yes.
Yeah, well, these
The
are baby sandworms.
Yeah, the sandworms here are the one on Nimbus or Dyson Ground.
Yep.
Yes, they are huge, but they are minnows
Oh yeah, compared to real
Compared-
sandworms. Yeah.
to the.
I remember in the movie they made them look Godzilla-sized.
They are big.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Official record has the largest confirmed sandworm about 420 meters.
Right. I think there's a reference to that in
Yeah.
the movie and definitely in the books.
Yes. Now, there, according to the books, there are legends of sandworms in the deep desert
Right.
being at least 2 kilometers long. So we're talking about stuff that makes Godzilla look small.
And don't forget, everybody's fighting over the worm poop.
Yeah, the spice.
Is
we're
spice worm
talking-
poop or
Worm poop.
decomposed worm? I thought it was decomposed worm.
It's some type of excretion. But
Yeah.
pretty much, spice melange. In the 10,000 plus years of the empire, by the time that we're talking about book 1, the Padishah Emperor
Right.
is the 81st emperor. Continuous line. So in other words, pretty much each reign roughly lasted about 120-ish years. So the average is a geriatric item that extends life for a normal person.
Yeah.
Some people it gives them ability to kind of predict the future.
Mm-hmm.
On but those that really consume it, the Guild Navigators,
Yeah.
it
They can
actually
fold
lets
space.
it lets them hold space by plotting a path that goes around all objects
Mm-hmm.
that would be in the way. Thus, that's how they get around the FTL issue.
Yeah. Which they
Yeah.
did in the first movie a dang bad job of showing that as being a graphic, but I guess it was kind of pre doing a lot of graphics, but it was that was so
We're
weird.
talking
No,
we're
they
talking
just
about
didn't
84.
ask Industrial Light and Magic to do it for them.
I think it was
One
It was,
movie
what,
though that
70?
was rather old that had a plot device that was about navigation stuff and weirdness was the old Wing Commander movie, where they explained that the method of interstellar navigation basically required intuition and wasn't actually based on knowing where you were going.
Oh,
or
that's
some weird thing
interesting.
like that. Okay, so it's like you could actually have a flight computer plot a course that was reasonably workable, but only to locations that you had accurate map data for. If you were going anywhere outside charted space, you basically had to use faith to plot a course.
That is interesting.
If you saw the movie, they kind of had it. One of the characters was half pilgrim, and he was able to navigate. But go ahead, Scott.
We all know if you're gonna travel through space, there's only one way to do it. Build an engine that makes a gravity field that connects 2 points in space, and then you travel through hell to go there.
No, this isn't
Okey dokey.
Warhammer.
No, it's not
Event
Warhammer.
Horizon.
Event Horizon.
I mean, okay, but
Which is technically a Russian flick. There's this Russian movie which is pretty much the same story as Event Horizon. It predates Event Horizon.
yeah. One interesting thing I've seen people point out a lot
Sorry about that.
recently is that people look at remakes and rehashes and like, oh, Hollywood isn't all that creative.
Oh,
They
dang,
did
that
this
was a
movie
lightning
before.
strike.
And then when you actually pay attention, a lot of the time the older movie was also a remake of something.
Trying to
Oy.
see, it doesn't advertise who did the video work. I wonder if that was not done by an outsourced company, which would explain why it was kind of eh.
Yeah, it was 1972 Soviet psychological science fiction film Solaris.
Oh yeah, that
That
was
it got,
yeah.
I've heard that name before.
It
I
was
don't remember it being Russian.
No,
Okay,
the original was Russian, but it was remade.
yeah, Solaris,
right?
1972.
Mm-hmm.
That is a messed up film. Like it's the psychological horror in outer space that they used for Event Horizon.
See, that's an interesting thing though, is that a lot of the older sci-fi stuff would actually have psychological horror elements in outer space because you can't run away when you're stuck inside a spaceship.
That's one. And try and keep your sanity while you're stuck in a tin can.
like
Very fair,
that
yeah.
old Disney movie about people exploring a black hole.
That was a messed up movie. I'm sorry.
That went
Yeah, the
very
black
strange
hole.
places. Very, very strange places.
Oh, the Disney Black Hole movie?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that took heavy inspiration from 2001 Space Odyssey.
And possibly messed up drugs. By the way, the original VFX for Dune was supposed to be John Dykstra. And then the producer told him he had to do all the work down in Mexico, and he went, I don't think so. Interesting. Let's see. Event Horizon is often thought of as a Warhammer 40k prequel. Yeah, in ways I can see that. I mean,
Yeah, it's not.
40k gets super dark.
But Event Horizon, when it was made, drew inspiration from 40k, Solaris, and Hellraiser to make its final cut. It's the psychological horror from Solaris with the body horror from Hellraiser and the Hell connection, and like the travel method inspired by 40k, and the craziness that you find in the war.
Chosen, I think you're talking about the game that we're talking about, or you're thinking of the game we're talking about right now. I don't know. Was there a previous Dune game before this one? There had to have been.
There have been several games set in the Dune universe. Because, like, the thing I was mentioning about a guy talking about how he liked the expanded setting more than he liked the main story. That was, I'm not actually sure what exactly the right way of describing that game was, but it was a multiplayer game where you would have players doing things as members of various houses wandering around the galaxy and not, sticking to the main plot.
I was already playing a Dune video game in '92.
There was a Dune board game put out by Wizards of the Coast back in the 2000s, but only hit a run of 3,000 on the core rule book. That says something.
Well, I mean, back in those days,
oh my God!
If you make a few dozen copies and they sell out immediately, that gives you a reason to believe that you would have a profit if you make a larger print run.
Yeah, Dune had a game put out by Avalon Hill. Oh my God, that goes back a ways, folks. 1979.
They made some good stuff.
Yeah, I know. I actually just donated the last of my Avalon Hill stuff to the local game store. And believe me, I had tons. I might even have some more out in the garage.
I still actually own that game.
Do you?
That game?
Many people say that the Avalon Hill version of Cosmic Encounter was the best one.
Gonna be right back after a bit.
So I posted a screenshot of that game in the stream chat channel. 1992's Doom 2 Battle for Arrakis.
Yeah. I just saw that one.
Yeah. I still own a copy of it. Working condition.
Oh, this is that one where it's basically a TBS where you have all of your units on the surface and it's basically like playing Command and Conquer, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Command and Conquer. It's StarCraft, right? Yeah. But
I was actually going to use Age of Empires as an example, but sure.
Yeah, also works. But like this one is like the one that kind of like made that genre start in the 90s before Command and Conquer even. Its controls are horrific. Like, ugh. I tried playing that a couple of years ago again, and I'm just like, no, never mind.
Well, it looks like Dune Awakening is available through Steam. I don't know about Xbox.
I just realized that the character I'm currently on has racked up 2 million fleet credits.
Yep.
Okay. Dune, no, Xbox console?
Yeah.
I don't think it will be coming out until later this year.
Yeah, it looks like it's just on Steam right now. I'm not seeing anything else here. See, there's a recent Dune game called Spice Wars, which is a 4X game like Stellaris. Interesting. Versions for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series are planned for a 2026 release. Thank you, Ugly Hogs. I appreciate that information. You are much more on top of it than I am. Well, once Drunken Heretic gets back, we should jump into another game. Another TFO here.
Right.
Does anybody need to do anything? I'll go for that question first.
Need is a strong word.
That's why I ask the need first. The want comes second.
Because what I want is easy.
What do you want?
Pew pew.
Oh, well, yeah, we can do a nice...
Space.
A nice spacey pew pew. I have to defeat 10 Terrans on the ground, which I'm not real worried about that one.
Yeah, no, I've got 10 Tholians on Nukara.
Oh, well, you could be doing it right now.
I'm pretty sure I could find 10 Tholians on Nukara at any moment.
Yep.
And then get my damage type on ground out at the same time. Fine. Just equip Shack's cannon.
That would do it, yeah. Let's see. Nope, that launches us all. I won't do that. My dog has got her head near the microphone cord and she's snoring. So it's making the cord vibrate and I can hear it through my headset. So it's... So we had a hot day today and my son came over, so we walked the dogs like at 3 in the afternoon in the sun, and both dogs are doing the... No, we're done. Done. Just done.
There we go. 1 phaser cannon.
Well, get your toys ready and we can go off and do some spacey pew pew.
Yeah, I got my toy ready. I'm just on my way to Nukara. Wow. I stopped literally a pixel out of range of the interact.
You know what I can do though, since I can... If I do a patrol...
Okay, back.
Oh, you're back. Good. We need to do spacey pew pew. Does anybody care what we do for spacey pew pew? Does anybody have a preference?
Besides gravity kills.
Well, you're not here, so we could do gravity kills and go, meh. Fine, be that way. But also, Satalia's not here, though she texts me every morning about doing gravity kills today. No, still not happening.
Oh, I'm in game at the moment.
You want to join us?
Sure.
Because I still got the little sign there by you saying Dune, so I thought you were playing Din.
No, it's a quest.
It updates slowly.
Ah.
No. Actually, that's something I got from doing a little Discord quest.
Yeah, I see those quests pop up, and I'm like, no, that's okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. It was one of those. Have Discord open and play Dune Awakening for 15 minutes.
Got it.
It's one of those. I can do the half. Go ahead.
Those tags are actually also a server perk. So if we would have a tier 3 boosted server, we could actually have a custom tag like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I recently got notifications that certain servers I'm in have given me a perk related to that, and then I proceeded to ignore them because I have no idea what they even are.
Okay,
Yeah,
if you
well.
go to edit your profile, you can actually put up a little tag if you're in a server that is tier 3 boosted and has the tag available for you.
There you go, Ugly Hogs. I will do some cleaning. I promise. I'll even do one right now. There we go. One's out of the way. Yay. All right. I could hit random if we're brave.
I need Borg. if
You need
possible.
Borg?
Borg.
Do you care how many Borg you need?
I need at least 30.
Perfect. I have some revenge to get here because this did not go well this morning.
Woo.
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 5 beamed in, 1 quit immediately, 1 quit about 2 minutes in. It left us with 3. Not particularly well equipped ships either. It was ugly. Ugly and 30 minutes long.
Okay. I guess I'll take Captain Ability Recharge. Fine. Don't want that. I want the old, like, space perks first.
Has anybody
Yeah,
heard
the-
when the summer event's going to be going?
Probably
think
early
summer.
July.
I'm sorry.
When this one ends.
This
I'm
one
pretty
ends
sure.
July 2nd. I can't believe that it's going to go July
Yeah,
2nd. That's a month
that's what I was
early.
saying, is
Okay,
that
this
it's
time-
like early July is the most
That's
probable.
that's a month earlier than normal. It's usually
No.
mid to
No.
late July.
No,
I was
Ear-
thinking
early-
that
early-
Corona.
early July is usually when it starts.
No, July.
So I came out of Nukara. I got stuck in the sun's corona.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Welcome to
Let's
the
see,
Congo.
July 11th, nothing coming up. July 24th, so mid-July most often. It's been early July the past few years. It was only August in 2020 when COVID messed the schedule up. I'm trying to think. No, because... Oh, you may be right. You may be right. Well, I'm only gone for 3 days in July, so that's fine. I was supposed to be gone for a week in July, and I wasn't going to take a laptop with. As much as I hate to miss the game, I need to go to Chicago for a few days. But I'm not going to be happy if I miss anything. Though I suppose that means I should probably start putting my favors out on the on the exchange.
Oh yeah, it's like the highest price in the year is like the
First few days.
like the week before and the first week of the event.
Yeah. Well, I have about 150,000 of them, so I can ruin the market.
Yeah, I'm looking here. It's like June to August 2015. June to.
Well, they're not going to start in June.
Yeah, no. Keep in mind, started in June in 2014 through
Okay.
the 17.
Well, I wanted to run a nice big fleet party, so
Yeah, and then from 2018 through 2018, 2019, early July, 2021 through the 4th, 24. It's either the beginning of July or the end of June.
I know in 2018 that Rise, I think, was running while the convention was going. I think it overlapped briefly. Either 2018 or 2019.
Oh, got my 30 board ships.
Yet,
Got my second endeavor one as well.
what's your third endeavor?
When GPL.
Oh, well. Can't help with that one. That's
Yeah.
not a competitive
Well,
team
actually,
sport.
wait. Oh wait, no, never mind. I was just thinking, it's like if the endeavor was actually just to gain GPL, there is actually a way you could help someone with that one.
But doesn't it say win GPL playing Dabo?
Yeah, the actual endeavors for that involve Dabo, all
Yep.
of them, as far as I know. If they didn't specify Dabo, there is something that you could do to help someone gain GPL that's not Dabo.
I'm going to 5, by the way.
Two.
I'm just picking up the bricks.
I feel like my engines fell off. I'm not moving.
Yeah, I had myself get like immobilized at some point too.
Yeah.
Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield now.
I'm at 1. Haven't actually turned it on yet.
Turn it on. Light it up.
Projecting
Okay, there.
shield now.
I was still in the process of killing things.
Ah.
Stitching anchor
Okay,
deployed.
6 is not turned on yet, so I'm going to head there.
No.
No?
Yep. Pretty much best thing to do. Stay put at. Pick a spot. Stay there until it turns rainbow.
That was it, Ugly Hogs. It was longer those 2 years. And I'm fine with it being 6 weeks long. That makes me very happy.
More deal.
More favors. More fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
I mean, last year I got several 100,000 dilithium, and I'm cool with the idea of repeating that this year.
Yeah. Dilithium or favors? Or both?
Dilithium.
Well, how'd you get that much dilithium?
This is that trick I explained about how I pre-completed on all of my characters as many of the Rh'ihho daily tasks as I could.
Yeah.
And several of them were actually things that I could turn in after the
Oh yeah,
event
yeah,
was
that's right. You
practically
can.
over.
You can. Can you turn in the? It's the archaeology one you can turn in after, right? Because he's there all the time.
Yeah. The one where you talk to the archaeologist and what the other one was.
It's only 5's over. I'll go over to 6. So you can't turn in flying high because I happen to have one.
You have to talk to the NPC directly.
Right.
You can remote hail the I think it's the dance party guy.
Really? But I thought you had to turn that in while that was going on. You do.
You talk to him to get the mission.
Right.
No. Yeah, flying high, the NPC is completely unavailable.
Right.
I think it's the dance party guys, because I remember it's like the NPC vanishes from his location, but because you could remote hail to turn it in, you can still turn it in.
No, the
after
dance
the
party
event.
auto finishes at the end of the thing.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong.
You don't have to turn it in.
Assholes.
There's the races, but you don't have to hail anybody for that.
The race doesn't have a wrapper mission.
Right.
Sandcastle bill.
Sandcastle? Yeah, he's there all the time.
Sandcastle doesn't count for the daily.
That's true.
It's something you talk to a guy who is in the entryway area.
The Horgons.
Oh, Horgon Hunt. Okay, yeah, that's the other one was. Horgon Hunt.
So you can finish those up and turn them in later for that?
Yeah.
Oh my. Well, I know what I'm doing on the last day or so.
Yeah, it's like I just like stacked all of those and I would just be like, okay, well, yeah, and like had a carefully regimented schedule where I would have people turn them in on one a day for several weeks after the event was technically over. So many 100,000 dilithium from
That would definitely do that.
I mean, because after a certain point, you just get 50,000 dilithium
Right,
a day.
right. Ooh. That's a good one. And I've got 50 plus tunes, so yeah, that could work.
What is that red orb that
It's
you keep
Mucin.
summoning.
It's Mucin. He's got this really cool red plasma orby spike thing, but I don't know what it is.
Phaser.
The orb
Phaser.
is a phaser thing? Oh, the
Yeah,
grass has got.
it's a console from one of the promotion
Kelvin
trips.
Connie 2.
Yeah, the Kelvin
The-
County too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that's what I wanted to know is like where it comes from.
Probably Killer was combining that with a couple of other consoles.
There it is. I love it in Azure Nebula when I'm sitting there and the Tholians decide that they think they can put a web around me.
Yeah, that just does damage to anything near you, which that would do it.
The web shrinks, the little nodes come into contact with the orb, and they just vaporize. They're gone. 'Cause it
Am I the
kills
only
all the
person who
cells.
sees PB meaning Pabst Blue Ribbon beer? Or is that
No.
that's just me then? Okay.
Yeah, see, I'm just one of those people who had, until you mentioned it, forgotten that existed.
They have such a serious PB.
PBAOEs?
No, PB.
PBR.
Pabst beer. It's not good beer. Don't worry, you're not missing anything.
Yeah, Past Blue Ribbon, something you see like in North
Yeah,
America.
it's Pawtucket Patriot Ale and
No.
Duff beer.
We're not talking ale. We're talking Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
No. It Pawtucket Patriot and Duff.
Yeah, it's right down.
Simpsons and
It's
Family Guy.
Duff level beer.
Yeah.
So, here's a question for you. Did you guys remember if that gave you any sort of a choice on what kind of marks it gave you?
Yeah.
I don't
You had your
remember
choice
that.
of-
I wanted Omega marks, but
Oh
maybe
no,
I
it
just
doesn't give
wasn't
you
thinking-
that kind of choice.
No, fleet marks and
Omegas, fleet and Omegas.
Omega.
That's it. So you have a
Okay.
choice. It's just not much of a choice.
Okay.
All right, where are we at? Oh, still got a little time left here.
Can
Wow,
I
and that
drop
still is giving me no hull damage. What the heck?
Can I drop one F-bomb, or is that too much?
Say that again?
Can I drop an F-bomb, or is that too much?
For those of you who don't like bad words, cover your ears. Mucin's going to say something. Go ahead, Mucin.
Okay. Why is Heineken like making love on a boat?
Okay.
No.
It's fucking close to water.
Okay, that's really good.
I guess that
Everything-
technically counts as a joke.
That
Yeah,
counts
sorry,
as a
it is.
joke.
The same thing has been said about Foster's.
Foster's? Like in,
The
Foster's
Foster's beer.
yeah?
Oh,
Uh,
not home for imaginary.
Ugly Hogs, if you're really 12, you're way too young for us to tell you what he said.
Anyways. It's going to...
The gist of it is the drink's not that strong.
Yes,
It's watered down.
it
A
is. He says he's not. We trust you. You're here. You speak intelligently. If you're 12, then you're a very intelligent 12-year-old. And if you're an adult, you're also a fairly intelligent adult. So, take it. Take the win. Are we brave? Are we strong? Shall I hit the random button?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Boom.
Sure,
Random
it
button.
gets me out of the corona of the sun.
Boo.
Wee woo.
Hmm,
Why are you in the
that's what
corona
being
of a
bug
sun?
want.
Because I'm stuck in the corona of the new car and star.
Oh, it's actually easy to fix that problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just
Log out,
work
log back
somewhere
in.
else.
Well, actually, just click a transwarp button.
That too.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just warp somewhere else.
It would be funny though if it warped you into the center of another sun.
They did actually at one point in the game have a transwarp that was glitched to put you inside a star that actually.
Oh yeah. There's a couple where I would wind up in a star.
Oh, that
Which
was
was
one day.
very annoying.
We're redoing all of Sector Space.
Were they redoing all of Sector Space, Loki? All
Yeah,
right, let's
when
see. What did we
when
get?
the walls went down, Shortly after that, all those transwarps were broken.
Vega Underground. Okay. I didn't know they did these. But okay. And this is
What?
yeah.
This is Kittimer in stasis.
Yeah. I didn't know this was in the random.
That's the only one of the OG Borg TFOs then. That's currently in our TFO.
I haven't done this one in forever. I don't remember it at all.
Hey Borg, get wrecked.
Where am I going? There I am. We did. Is this Becky?
No.
Okay. Which one is this?
Really big guy.
Manos?
No,
Manos the
Manos
Hands-
is actually Becky.
Manos, the Hands of Fate?
Yeah, that's actually Becky.
put on the other gun.
It's like Manus of Borg is her name she gets after she gets turned. It is interesting seeing how they changed the art for this one.
This isn't the one with the levels, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, beans. I haven't done this in so long. I used to have a cheat sheet to remember where everything was.
Yeah, you hear the talking?
Yeah.
The one where it's mission critical information? Yeah, this is that mission. Okay then.
I'm just going to follow along and shoot things.
So who wants to jump in the box?
Oh, well,
Okay.
Jonas will do it.
Somebody who has their volume up loud enough to hear what's being said.
Well, see, you can actually just listen to what the Borg announcer lady says,
Yeah.
and just push whatever button is associated with that.
Yeah, but my problem is getting to the right box, because I don't remember where they all are. I'm following you, Musin.
Also, this is the one that has the accolade for getting disintegrated.
Right. So when we jump over the edge, yep.
You can, yes. Or you can shoot the Borg to death first.
Oops. Do we need to activate this thing? Blink data console?
Nah, well, I push the button. Oh, never mind. That's actually just a lore console.
Okay.
Forgot about that. That's not a quest item.
Hi, Becky.
Okay, there's the console to get in the box.
Okay. Graz was going to do that, right?
Really, yeah, I don't really feel like this character would be able to handle that very well.
You know, label the nodes, I'd be a lot happier.
Well, the announcer person tells you which node you're at every time you go to a node.
Okay, so this is Alpha 2 then.
This is actually a really good mission for captain kills because it does have
yeah.
quite a lot of the elite drones.
Well, that new TFO is great for Captain and Commander kills.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that thing's amazing. So we're at Alpha 2.
Yep. Yeah, Alpha's the one where if you're facing north, it's on the left. Well, that goes utterly obliterated.
Okay. So where are you guys going?
Yeah, this is Beta 1.
That was...
come on.
What?
I remodulated and then it like instantly adapted again.
Yep. Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Where are we going? Oops.
Oh crap. I somehow aggroed Borg that I didn't even know were there.
Okay.
Enemy detected near node Alpha 1.
I'm at Alpha 1, I believe.
Yeah,
Shield power
there's several people there.
diverted from power node Alpha 1.
Okay, that one's done.
Okay.
Started with Alpha 2, so I guess we could do Alpha 3 next.
I don't know. I'm going over to
Also,
something.
you have to be careful when you're jumping off these, because you can actually jump into a pit of acid or something.
See, there's one right here. Yep. Well, I went someplace interesting. Went over the edge. I don't know if I can get back. Can I get back over there?
Oh, that is
Oh.
interesting, yeah. Don't know.
Hang on. Let us see here.
Yeah, just run and jump.
Hang on.
Beta 3. Shield power diverted from power node Beta 3.
No?
Yeah, I don't
No.
remember ever seeing anyone over there before.
Bioessence transfer works just fine. Thank you so much.
I got it, yep. Okay, then. I think we need to do Beta 2 now. Yeah, it's over here.
Enemy detected. Enemy detected near node Beta 2. Shield power diverted from power node Beta 2.
Okay, so that I think should be all of the security net.
No,
Wait,
this
we
one.
have one.
This one. We're standing at one.
Shield power
There we go.
diverted from power node Alpha 3.
Oh, right, we hadn't done Alpha 3 yet.
Yeah, well, it's gone.
Okay, there we go.
It is an X shield.
Surrender. You will be Borg.
Where am I going? Through there? Through here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
if
this is
you-
the part where you can disintegrate yourself.
I don't know if I've already disintegrated
what-
myself.
Oh, hey, this mission actually does have medical drones in it. That's cool.
Yeah, no, it's... You can get the accolade assimilated by going through it.
Unless you've already done it. I think I've already done it. Hi,
Yeah,
Rachel
just
again.
run through it.
Yep. I have been assimilated. Thank you so much. I thought you got assimilated for being assimilated, though.
You got a drone initially.
Oh, we need one more device
Yeah.
destroyed?
Yeah, there's two of those IMT things.
Oh, for
I
perhaps
think
they-
the other one's this way.
We already been in this room?
Oh, God. I have no idea where those are.
It's not here. There's things here, but
Wait, one was here and one was...
I thought the other device was actually back by that tunnel thing that we go running through, but I'm probably
Yeah.
wrong. Okay, we can't go in there.
And there's one over here somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think it's here. I think this.
I thought it was back in here.
Oh, yay, finally got it fixed.
This is actually a rather complicated map.
It is. I thought this was the one.
We will destroy.
Where's the other one?
Mm,
Wait, what?
Wow.
hmm.
Can't even scan for it.
I thought it was over here. Somewhere. Oh, where? Oh, Lord. Oh. Friggin' dark. Yeah, it's up here. It's up here.
Where is it?
All the way up here.
That's vague.
There's the other tunnel.
Other tunnel.
Yeah, it's
Oh, where? Go back to it.
so it's over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where I thought it was, but I was thinking it was the other place. Yay!
Okay.
Find the Borg leader. Great.
Yeah, now we go
Back down?
back whence we came.
Yeah, notice how that green force field we ran past? I
Oh,
think that's
right.
down now.
Okay, that makes sense.
We go through that force field. There's no more force. Oh, yeah. You stood no chance.
Wow. I have to rerun to it already.
There's your Thompson. Or your Lex Snipes. There's a lot of options here.
Yeah, I don't remember which of my bridge officers actually has those.
Rifle butt. Your rifle butt. Just, you know. Knock him in the nose.
Well,
Or
that
right
was
in
just
the
pretty
nose.
easy.
Yeah. Well, this one, the main source of difficulty in this one back in the old days was actually just the annoyance of going through all of the
Force field.
objectives that you have to complete, because you have to have one person who's not with the rest of the group push the button to activate the objective.
A lot easier with a headset on than, or with voices than it used to be when we'd be typing it to each other.
Yeah.
Way back when in the olden days. Well, shall I hit the magic button one more time?
Hold on a second. I want to try jumping off the railing into that area you were earlier.
Well, it would be easy to miss the little platform there, but Bioessence will bring you back.
Well, I mean, at this point, I don't need to bother with the bioessence thing.
True enough, yeah. I just had to wait for it to come off cooldown.
I'm pretty sure you can use your personal space projector as well to get there.
You could, except guess what I don't have on this tune?
A projector.
Yeah. I have Bioessence
Oh,
transfer.
yeah.
It works
Actually,
just fine.
I just attempted to kill myself and realized that this isn't the one that has an acid pit.
No.
The acid
it
pit
actually
is
has-
Becky, isn't it?
This one actually has a glass floor that you just stand on.
Oh, well, there you go. Hey, it just
It's a force field for the floor. That's it.
occurred to me, you know what would be a fun evening for throwback? Is going to maps and seeing where we can break them and go outside places and do things we are not supposed to do, because we haven't done that for a while.
Well, one of the things I was talking about, I was thinking about earlier for throwback was actually just go to the Dyson space battle zone and find all of the side missions.
Oh yeah, also Dyson Ground, because there's all sorts of things you have to go get bits of lore from this, that, and the other. And despite having played that for as many years as I have, I would put money on I've missed things.
Well, yeah, because like some of the lore consoles they have there,
Mm-hmm.
you can only activate them at a certain time.
Right. You have to finish that particular section of the map, or that particular sector. That's the only time you can access it. We were doing that one night, and it was just like, well, have we done this one? Have we done that one? And then, of course, somebody triggers the dinos, and you forget what you've done. It's interesting.
And also, is that a post dino completion in that like minute or so time period?
Yeah.
You can't do them.
Right. Nope. The only thing you can do is try and remember what you did the next time around. So that's when we have to get 15 people and take over a map so nobody can mess it up till we get everything.
That is actually an interesting one because like I'm pretty sure there is a perk for getting all of those.
Yeah, there is. There's an accolade for getting all of them. But when you go into the accolades, it doesn't tell you which ones you've missed, only that you don't have them all.
Yep.
That's annoying. Okay, I'm going to hit us for one more random, and then I am going to go WALK, the DOGS.
Wee woo.
Wee woo.
Wee woo. Huh. Whoops.
It's so weird. It's 8 at night and the sun's still up. It's
Mm-hmm.
just wrong. It was nice last night, though. I actually got home 11:30, and it had only been dark for about an hour, so the drive home was tolerable. Not death-defying, as it is some days.
This picked the ground again. Yeah, because I'm in
What
space.
the
You
heck?
have penetrated to the heart of Unimatrix disconnected.
Well, at least this one's pretty easy. At least this one's easy.
Oh boy. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to go and find whatever weapon, because
So you don't have to remodulate all the time?
well, I was having to remodulate a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a Zephram Cochrane shotgun at Mark 13.
That works.
Do we have enough targs?
Never.
Ooh, that's not usually an
Swing this
issue.
route quickly and you'll catch the Borg off guard. Seize the advantage. The Borg are reacting. They're awakening reinforcements.
Houston, don't stand in the green box. The green box is not our friend.
I wasn't standing in the green box.
Looked like you were.
No, I walked backwards out of it. These Borg can go eat a bag of coal.
What do we miss?
No, we actually got all of the disconnections done. Wants us to finish killing off the Borg that are on the map, I think. Yeah, defeat Borg drones. There's one
Okay.
somewhere.
Well, I hear Badgie killing him. Oh,
Force field between a sensor
Badgie knocked one off of the edge there
is down.
into the
Gather
pit.
there for mission update.
Go,
Good-
Oh, yeah.
Badgie.
Good work, Badgie.
Yeah, this one has the pit of death that you used to actually be able to knock the Borg Queen into. They
Well, it
made
knocked
so
him into
you can't
something.
do that. You can't. They made it so you can't do that anymore because if you do that at a certain point, it actually breaks the mission. I think.
We've actually knocked the Borg Queen off the edge of the map and couldn't pull her back up to kill her. And if we jumped in there to kill her, it didn't work. We'd die.
I could probably survive that.
If I had a Red Angel suit or something, maybe I could, but nope. Oops.
Kitty uploaded a virus. Oh no. Silly Borg.
So these are the green things that if you get them in Devil's Heart, sends you down into that pit and you just die. Very
You know,
annoying.
it doesn't actually necessarily kill you.
Well, you can't get out of the pit and you do die down there. At
There's
least I
a
haven't figured
console
out.
you can interact with and do the radiation
Ah.
scan mini game to escape.
Okay, I hadn't found that when I was down there. It's clever.
It is interesting though that it actually has that mini game as an objective in a TFO. I liked that.
I know some people are complaining they don't like that new TFO, but I actually kind of like it. Just have to have decent weapons and don't get stupid.
Yeah, it's just like knowing what you're doing makes like 90% of the annoyance factor on that.
What a
go away.
concept! Knowing what you're doing. Huh. Who'd have thunk?
Nobody, because thinking's like outdated. Haven't you heard?
No, I can tell the difference when I go in with a low-level tune and they die a lot and often.
Well,
I keep explaining to them, you know, you have to die to get better. And they're like,
Order in chaos.
they're having
This
issues
time
with
has
that.
come. Attack the queen.
alright. Kitty of Doom.
Ugly Hog says TFO is super easy to in 4 minutes the other morning. Yep. Yep. You get a decent team, 3-4 minutes, you're out of there. It was amazing how fast that went.
Yeah, it's like I've actually been noticing that the randoms are getting faster, and
Yep.
presumably that's just simply because people are getting to the point where like, okay, I've done this before, so yeah.
Yeah.
Also getting a halfway decent build.
And it only has to be halfway decent at the moment because it's just on normal. I just hope they keep it because I'm enjoying it. I think Bordicus wasn't really sure what group it would be under, so maybe they haven't thought about keeping it, but I do like that one.
Ah, crap! I got killed.
Don't get killed. Do you want me to come fix you? Where are you?
Yeah, I was dealing with the group at the beginning of the hallway, and they did that stupid thing with the tentacles,
Oh.
where yeah, damage over time effect that also gives you a damage resistance penalty. Yeah, great.
Gotcha. Oh, well, thank you. It brought me in here. Appreciate that. Oops. This should get you captains and commanders too, wouldn't it?
Some,
Those
yeah.
elites.
If I remember right, except for the third one, you don't actually get kill credit for the queen.
Right, but I'm thinking of all the elite Borg that are in these last two sections.
Yeah.
There's quite a few of them.
Yeah, mini boss quality, whatever.
Yep.
Most of the ones in this area, though, are only commander rank, but
Well, yeah, but if it's... There's heavy tacticals, but there was a couple of elites in that last corridor. That's not a happy queen. And he counts as a captain.
He can count too.
he's doing a really weird twitching motion. I don't remember.
Yes, he is.
The emote that he was doing.
Who has joined us there? Hey, it's a Darkthorn.
Yes.
How are you,
Really?
Darkthorn?
Not bad. How you doing?
Pretty good. Whoop, dip, 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 dip. Yeah, the green square.
Wow, that was a lot of them right next to each other.
Ah, nope, nope.
Oh, you lunged into it?
Yeah, I
did the
stupided
tentacles
it.
show you
Cannot defeat me. You cannot defeat the Borg.
Good evening, Frost. Good evening. Yeah. Wolfcat Snuggle Clan raid. Thank you so much, Wolfcat. I like the Snuggle raid. That's cute. What the heck are you guys doing up at this godforsaken hour of the morning?
If I remember it, Wolfie was playing No Man's Sky or something.
Ah.
Or something like that. I don't remember what the name of the game was.
I'm pretty sure I assimilated her.
Well, she's dead.
The enemy is in a state of
She
disarray.
is an X-Borg. I'm saying that line too much tonight. I'm supposed to be at rapier practice, but you are more important. Me or or Wolfie? One of us.
Oh.
Both of us. Yay! Well, greetings, everybody. Thank you so much for the raid. I was busy paying attention to the Borg and not paying attention to my screen because reasons. But thank you for being here. Thanks for the join. So how's life, Darkthorn?
Let's see. Gotten tickets for STLV. Got Airbnb.
Oh, nice this year.
Oh, ironically, you know that place we keep staying at?
Yeah?
That's where it looks like we're going to be at for this one.
The one across the street or one like a couple blocks down?
Which was one a couple of blocks down, was the one across the street?
Yeah, the one across the street on the third floor didn't have good enough air conditioning. The one down the street a couple of blocks was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking about going back there.
But first floor.
Oh, first floor is so much better.
Yeah.
Easier to get in and out and probably cooler because that top level, ugh.
Oh, I know.
Toasty.
Been there enough times.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm double checking something, but apparently a little further than I thought it'd be coming out from, but the little part that for what I'm trying to build
Uh-huh.
has shipped.
Oh, good. Good.
The other part of it, the glove parts, I
Mm-hmm.
got.
Oh. Pff. Well, when you get it done, I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see when it's done. Well, I don't want to leave. Much as the ground pew pew has been fun, I do want to have a spacey pew pew because we have not done a lot of spacey tonight. Does anyone
Ooh, pew pew.
have a taste for spacey pew pew?
I'm
I
glad.
may have to go change some kit.
Well, I hate to tell you this, Darkthorn. We actually have a full team because some of us are here more often than others.
Some of us-
Is someone wanting to join?
I don't know, Darkthorn, do you want to join us?
It depends on what I'm jumping over to, trying to jump in to get the
Okay.
ready for the pew pews.
All right. Well,
Uh,
Graz has
got a few-
left the team, so there's room for you now. And Frost needs to do the daily.
I don't even know what that part.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I gotta do Polaron damage in space, Tetrion damage in space.
Oh,
Ooh.
put a little each on a ship.
Yep.
Wolfie's off to lurk, as well she should be. I have to WALK shortly, but the girls are being very well behaved at the moment. Mostly because I have the fan on and they're just sitting there going, yeah. Fan, we can deal with it, Mom.
Alright.
Need to do one thing here. See what Mr. Weather is going to do for me tonight.
Nothing good. Alright. I am now ready.
Give me 1 second. I'm plotting out my evening.
Oof, I'm here. You are saved.
So
Thank goodness for that.
So the proper intro is, "Here I come to save the day."
Yes, thank you.
But I'm not as small as a mouse.
Oh, so you're saying it's not the George of the Jungle theme song?
No, that's a whole different song.
Well, that's Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
Watch out for that tree.
I think it is.
I sent you an invitation, DT.
I see this invitation. I accept this invitation.
Ooh, I have things. I gotta sing. Oh, I got a members notification.
I'm tempted to make a parody song about Janeway to George of the Jungle. Watch out for that board. Yeah.
No, that's not right. How did I get? I'm not in this.
In what?
I'm just got put on a board for a thing I don't really want to be involved in, and they just told me I was, and I'm not. Oh, there I am. Okay, whatever.
It could be worse. It could be worse.
I mean, it exposes more of what I want to get done, so it's okay. Sometimes I do things I don't want to do just so I have more reach to do the things I want to do. So
I got lightly chastised by my son for the list of things to be done is never ending, though my office is almost done. Almost done.
I mean, small improvements.
Yes. But now I have the baby quilt, which I swear to God I was told to be middle of July, and it is now 2 to 3 weeks from now. And so I have been sewing like crazy for the last weekend.
Well, you could just be crazy. We both know you are.
Well, yeah, I am already crazy, but it's very hard to put my crazy on top of a baby to keep them warm. So instead I will take my crazy and apply it towards making a quilt.
At least you're applying your energy.
Yes, in totally productive
turning
ways.
into crazy cat lady. She's turning into the crazy quilt
I could be
lady.
yeah, that runs in the family. All right, what are we doing? Somebody pick something good. Because if I hit random again, God knows what we're going to get. We'll get Procyon 5 or something. DT, what do you need?
Sure, why not? Push the random button.
No.
Really, I got no kill accolades I have to worry about. So.
Part of the reason why Mom is so hesitant to push the random button is that the last 2 times we got bored ground.
Yeah, well, at least we're not going to get those for a while.
How about just for something different?
Yes.
I'm thinking
Gravity kills.
maybe. No, I was thinking maybe either Counterpoint or Hive Onslaught.
Well, we did Hive Onslaught a little while ago, so let's do Counterpoint. That sounds like fun.
Sure. Wee woo.
Wee woo.
Wee
Ooh-wee.
woo.
Maybe I will finally do some hull damage and get that repaired.
Oh.
Oh, come on, we can go PvP and shoot you.
Yeah, I gotta
Sure.
heal it. It's not just taking the damage. That's the heal portion that's got to come in there too.
Is this one of the ones
that's
where
good.
healing a teammate counts?
No.
Oh.
Speaking of that, what is coming up tomorrow?
So, Mom, just
Tomorrow.
brace for impact a lot.
Oh crap! I forgot to do that today. Damn
Say
it.
that again, Musin?
Hit brace for impact a lot.
Okay. Tomorrow is the one where you're healing your teammates. Tomorrow is 50,000 hull repair of a teammate for the Universal. And that's where that PvP comes in really handy.
Nah, just do a hive
Go up,
and take,
up,
them-
stupid.
All alive.
take along the reiterative structural capacitor if you have it.
Reiterative.
Oh, I see. Nato is flying the Vermilion battle cruiser.
Ooh.
Yes. You know, it does the thing.
It does the thing.
The station is under heavy attack.
Well, at least it
Yeah, a lot
doesn't
of
do the
people
other
were saying they didn't like it solely because of the fact that it has a 4-4 layout and not a 5-3 layout. I mean, come on, people.
No, it doesn't. It has a 5-3.
It does? I maybe think of a different show.
No, it's about the fact that it's commander
magic. It has
command
both.
The
on
Terran
a engineering seat.
Frosted Lucky Charms, the magically delicious.
Magic. It's always magic.
Always is.
Deep Space Nine is under attack.
So I'm trying to convince myself that I don't want to go into tournaments
For
for rapier and longsword. I'm just doing this for stage combat stuff.
oh, okay.
And they're telling me, it's like, oh, you gotta do it, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
They're telling me I'll just get better if I do competition.
No, you won't.
No.
Do not believe that. Well, you know that as well as I do.
It's like, I used to do competition.
I used to do
Right.
competition too. I'm not a better martial artist for doing competition.
It's just, it's
Are
a
you
lot
better
more
at
work
doing
for absolutely no
everybody was
payoff.
kung fu fighting?
Say that again?
What?
Are you doing better at everybody was kung fu fighting?
I'm doing better at the karaoke.
But yeah, they're telling me, it's like, oh, well, this is a competition club. Well, I'm paying you to be in the club, so what difference does it make what the reason I'm here? Shields. Why don't you put shields on your vision?
I mean, I did competition for a couple of years and it was fun, but you wind up doing what they want you to do for competition as opposed to becoming better at what you're doing. You're better in terms of winning a competition.
Yeah, that's actually one of those things I've noticed several people say about like competitive versions of several different things is that the way that the scores are judged for the competitive purposes kind of like kind of it encourages things that would actually be considered to be poor form outside competitions.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, I am learning the HEMA tradition, so maybe that's the whole reason I want to do it.
The Gila tradition?
HEMA.
HEMA. I like the Gila.
Historical European
Meridote.
martial arts.
Yes, Meridote. Thank you so much.
Yes, historical.
Yes,
European
like
martial
this actually includes stuff like Greek pancration.
Well, I'm doing German longsword and Italian rapier. Not Spanish rapier, I apologize. I think they did. Yeah, they did Spanish, and now they're going back to Italian. Either way, we're using actual styles written by the masters themselves and trying to stay as close to them as possible.
But we know what Kate wants to do. She wants to do like I believe it was jujitsu, which is the art of folding somebody with while they're still in their clothes.
Well, technically it's
judo.
Still in there.
That's Hapkido, and that's what I do. In fact,
I thought that was judo. No, that's throwing. Never mind.
so Hapkido is just the joint locking and throwing, which was kind of fun last 2 weeks ago when I actually threw my instructor, and I was surprised, and he was surprised. It's like, oh, well, there we go.
I was at the gym on Sunday, and there's guys there that have like the big boxing gloves on, and they're all like souped up for it, and I'm there with their fists. You're gonna hurt your hand doing that. It's like if I'm in the news and start so you're fighting without gloves on, you're gonna mess everything up. Sure. And I get through the end of it. It's like, how do you do what you're doing? It's like, just time and energy. That's what it takes. And then look at my hand. It's like you've seen my hands.
I've
It's
seen your
basically
hands.
a bar of calluses along my knuckles.
Dark door has been disabled, yet it's still shooting at me.
It's disabled. It's not, gets a special placard and gets nice parking spaces, but it's still fully capable.
I just want to go break their station again.
This is so hard. Someone help. I don't know.
Yeah, they fixed the thing where she would get obliterated repeatedly.
We've conquered everyone.
Yeah.
Now when it gets to 0, it just stays that way.
But we liked it when she used to yell at us.
Yeah, I mean, after all. There was that whole fun point. Base a wrap. Make repairs.
Yes, exactly.
Repairs complete. Making too much damage.
I'm starting to think she doesn't know what it means to make repairs.
She has
the wrath of repairs complete.
I do believe the correct response is she don't know us very well, do she?
The meme was from how on some occasions it would be face the wrath of we're taking too much damage.
Exactly. After they redid that and took it out, I was actually talking to Chase Masterson about it, and she's like, I'll re-record it if they can put it back in for you.
That's not how this works.
That's not how this works, but boy, would that have been fun.
Oh, these poor Karens.
I have to say, this Jim Hadar ship is actually incredibly good at ferrying assault teams.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember if it was Dante or Frost who got a ridiculous number of assault teams over once.
My turn rating is so high that I can actually do a 180 while still in the middle of evasive maneuvers.
Nice. What are we up to? We got 16 teams so far.
Of course you healed. I just started attacking you.
Are you doing the daily?
Yes.
Yeah, they give up real easy, don't they?
It's so hard, I can't tell you. I just started attacking, they gave up already. I'm just disappointed I can't damage before. Because you're just so scared. I don't know how they let me get away with it. Whatever would I do? This is terrifying. Not the board. You turn you into a lachi stew.
Yeah, it's not the board. It's their Swedish counterparts, the Bjork.
I thought you were going to do a Bjorky.
You know, doing the old Kimmer Stasis ground mission remind me of the fact that they actually brought back for the Blue Borg one of the abilities that the regular Borg used to have that made them annoying to fight.
Which was?
And that was turrets that would make them indestructible.
Oh.
Because like the really, really old Borg missions, they would have turrets that would make the Borg that were nearby not take damage.
It's just so hard to beat him. He can't do any damage to me, but I'm the one that's losing. No. Marky just has the strongest willpower ever.
Okay,
all she has to do is ask for twice and she gets up.
What are we up to here? We got 29. 30. Still got 33 seconds left.
31.
2.
It's being terraformed. Well, that was good.
33.
Yeah, there's one more. 35.
Yay, 35. Nice work.
What a shocking experience.
Lita, we own your station now.
Hey, KD is raiding us as well. Thank you so much for the raid.
KD, welcome, welcome, welcome.
No worries about having to go to work early.
You're allowed to go to work.
Yeah. So
but
true.
you have to bring back cookies. Cookies are required.
People have to stop raiding us because at some point I have to go walk the doggies. But I feel really bad. They're all raiding us and I'm not going to just leave.
Well, I mean, you know, you can always just raid someone else.
I will.
I think we broke the
You
ships.
haven't seen the last of me.
Bye, Lita.
Sorry, Lita.
Just send me a bill. I'll file it in the appropriate container.
I broke her little shit. And her station.
Yeah.
I just sat there and annihilated everything.
223 total marks are. That's pretty
That's
good.
not bad at all. That makes for a fine day. What do I need? I need gamma.
I don't need anything.
Okay.
I'm just flop. This is one of those ships that just got thrown together, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Sometimes those work out just fine. And then there's the other times when they don't work out just fine.
I love my can't do well class.
All right,
I love your cat.
I'm gonna go raid somebody so I can go take care of the hellspawn here. Let's see what's out there today. Stream manager.
Raid alarm. Raid
Raid
alarm.
alarm. Yeah, I need to get all those. We've
I
got
don't
DL
have anybody on
Grayson.
Reddit.
Well, see you guys later.
All right, take care, everybody, and let me go raid DL Grayson here because he has raided us so kindly. Thank you for the moopsies.
Moopsie.
Shun the non-believer.
Shun,
No!
Shun. We have a new one. We do have a new one if somebody wants to hit it. It's marked Knight.
How dare you?
All right, we are doing a raid here.
Who are you?
No, shiny non-believer.
Moopsie.
That was awesome.
That's from Satalia.
I'm following DL Grayson now. Okay, well, everybody have an awesome night. I'm gonna try to get some food before I pass out.
I'm out here. I need to take care of the kidlings. You guys be good. Have a one.